speaker, I hope you have your seatbelt. This is the man they call G. Children. He's from the great office of San Dimas, California. He has over 200 senior marketing reps on his team. How many of you would like 200 SMDs on your team? Listen to this stat. He went from licensed to $1 million a year in 5 years. Licensed to $1 million inside of 5 years, and he's a fierce competitor. In fact, sometimes a little bit too competitive. I remember one time, G was in Texas with a bunch of Canadians. We were at a college bar, we were having a few pops, and we were hanging out, and we were showing him how to do some leg kicks. And G says, I got this. He put his drink on the bar, and he went to do a leg kick, and I want you to imagine a big, bald-headed Mexican dude, middle of a bar, flying straight on his back, boom! And yeah, he lost that one anyway. But G's become a great friend of mine. We appreciate him so much. Please, on your feet, help me welcome Guillermo Haro!
Introducing the Executive Vice Chairman, Guillermo Haro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a few moments to express my appreciation for what this company has done for me and my family and my life. I have a few people in particular I really want to take a few minutes to thank. One is a man upstairs for giving me this incredible, blessed life. I'll take a few moments to thank my mother back home, who's going to know about this meeting. The type of sacrifice she paid to make sure I got a chance to be in this country and have the opportunities that I have. I want to take a few moments here to really thank my wife. Honey, can you come up for a second? This beautiful lady right here, I'm not kidding you, less than 2 months ago, just had a baby and she looks like this. Give her a big round of applause, will you? I want to thank my mentor. There's one guy who can change your life, and that one guy believed in me, and coached me, and corrected me, and chewed me out, and put me back in my place, and just kept doing it over and over again, and have a pretty decent product after the fact. His name is Ed Milet. If he's not here right now, please give him a big round of applause for that. And last but not least, absolutely my team. I have one of the best teams in the company. Team Conquer, are you in the house? I want to share with you some of the topics that I've learned in this business. And last year I stood in front of you here and talked about overcoming objections to new people that we're attempting to recruit into our business. When you prospect someone, when you make a phone call, when you're out there trying to grow your business and you come across these obstacles and some of these words that people throw at you that if you're new, you're a little shaky, and we all went through that. But you got to get good at it. You got to dominate these words. And you got to be more certain in that person. So then you get them into business, and by the way, the objections don't go away. The objections kind of continue. And people on your team will object to the system and the products and the way we do things and certain levels. And I want to teach you a little bit how to overcome some of those objections with people that are already on your team. They're already coded. They're already here with us. What is it we do to correct that? Let's give me my slides here. That's a handsome dude. Thank you.
That's a good for you.
Before we go there, let me
Bueno, para todo.
that's the house I was born in. Just recently, some of my family members went back to Zacatecas, Mexico, and that house you see in the background there, that Adobe house, by the way, Adobe is a material of the house, not the tech company in Silicon Valley. So I was born in that house right there, so some of you guys that had a better upbringing than me, that's where I came from right there. That's the house right there I was born in. That was me growing up right there in Zacatecas, Mexico. That's me. Look at that. I'm fired up already. Didn't know I was going to have a big future. My sister's a little concerned, and I'm just fired up. I'm already doing the whoosh. I think that's what I'm doing right there. Preparing my speech on that other one. And let's talk about you overcoming some of these objections that you'll get from your teammates. And some of you have been taught how to do different things with your different leaders. I completely respect that. Let me just share with you some of the things that I go over. And some of your teammates will say, well, do I have to go to meetings? And the answer is no, you don't have to go to meetings, but I've never met someone who made it who didn't show up to meetings. So if you want to make it to the meetings, if you want to make it in business, you got to show up to the meetings. You got to be a firm commitment to the meetings, to conventions, to the BPMs, to the fast start schools, to any meeting we have. I'm there. I'm committed to the meetings. I want to advise all of you guys here, if you want to make it, you got to be all in towards the meetings. If you don't show up to the meetings, it's pretty tough. If you're trying to build a team, your team shows up to the meetings and you don't, you've misled them to some degree. So the next one would be is, do I make money on my first 10 KTPs? I was taught by the system, by Ed Milet, that you give up your warm markets so that you learn the business in exchange for you to get the warm markets of other new recruits you get. So therefore you get back what you gave up. So you give to get, not backwards. Well, you got to buy into that. By the way, if your team tells you different, they're right too. Number three, sometimes. Number three is, can you get licensed first before you do your 10 KTPs? So this is the way I answer that. There's two things when you join this company, this business, there's two things you need that you don't have right now. Most people that join our business, they need two things that they don't have. One, you need the know-how. You need the training. You need to know how to explain our business, our products to the consumer, to the recruit out there. So you need the know-how. Two, you need a license. Right now, you need those two things and you don't have either one of those. So we're going to teach you how to do those 10 KTPs, so therefore you learn how to do this business, and in the process, you're going to become a teacher, teaching new students how to do this business, and the process continues to go over and over again. So you can work it however you want, but that's two things that you need to get, a license and also the know-how. Number four is, do I have to give up an exchange day? And boy, this is a sore topic with a lot of people out there. I just decided to give it up and move forward. So you're not in SMD, you're in the base shop. You go wide, you have your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people that are direct to you. And when it's time for you to go to SMD, you tell your SMD, here are all the people that I have on my team, pick the best one, and then move forward. Simple as that. A lot of our people put up resistance, they put up a battle, they want to argue, they want to decide who they get and who you get and who has a relationship. Cut it out. Follow the system, give up your best legs so that you get the best legs in exchange in your future. You guys all with me on that? That's the way that works. And if you follow the system, look what happens. You build a big team with awesome leaders. I'm so blessed to have these incredible people in my life, people that become lifelong friendships, friends, and we travel the world, and we do all sorts of fun stuff, and there's so many other leaders that I couldn't put on this picture right here, but man, we have an incredible team. It's awesome to wake up in the morning and says, man, I'm surrounded by people who stretch my vision, who encourage me, who fire me up. That's an awesome thing to do, is build a team. It's so rewarding. Building a family. I told my wife before I married her, says, you need to marry me because I make beautiful babies. And I delivered upon that. By the fact, it was a convention like this where I met my wife, and look what happened. Such a blessing. 2, 3 beautiful kids. I asked the man upstairs for my 2 boys, and they're right there. And I'm so blessed. Incredible. Got a nice home to raise a family. In the hood, we call them hoopties. Got a couple of nice cars. Make sure our family is safe while we travel. Next. And then, I skipped it. Then we have some fun stuff. We'll go to Hawaii, went to Brazil to the World Cup, went to London with this company, Monte Carlo, Paris. Your eyes will see the world if you get busy, if you build a team, if you become a person that's gonna succeed here. When I first got started in business and I saw my mentor Ed Milet, and he was playing golf and I didn't really know how to play golf, he says, hey, getting to golf, rich men play golf, and that hit me like a ton of rocks. And I got good, and before you know it, we're here at Plantation Course in Maui, and all these guys are millionaires, and we're playing here, are multi-millionaires playing golf in Hawaii at Plantation Course. And Joe, you remember that? Just an incredible situation there. We get to go to world-class events, the Super Bowl, the Preakness, all kinds of fun stuff as a result of this. You guys take down this number right here. That's my cell phone right there. We take down my cell phone, seriously. We have a culturally diverse team. All the people on our team, we have all of these different languages that we speak. We're across the western part of the United States primarily. We're going to head into the Midwest and also on the East Coast. And my teammates, they speak all these different languages out there, from Punjabi to Hebrew to Urdu, Farsi, Thai, Korean, Japanese, Tagalog. I used to think that was Tagalog, but it's actually Tagalog. And also Spanish. I will see you at the top. Thank you for your time. Out.